Monday, it's Monday, it's Monday. Hi everybody, I'm Marc, and welcome to Mondays with Marc, and we're on your favorite YouTube channel, SmokeySteveAndMarc, right? Right? Yes. So here we are, it's Monday, right? And we're in week 2 of our Christmas platter countdown. Yes! And today we're going to be making homemade pumpkin spice shea butter soaps. Yep, we are. I'm super excited to do it. I haven't made soap in so many years, and I forgot how fun it was. But before we get to that, how's everybody doing? It's really, really great to see you. My day went pretty well. It was okay. It was a little rough. It was one of those days something that I have to learn at work is that I have to leave work at work. I'm finding myself getting like a little bit attached to people, to patients that come in already, and I feel like I want to do things for them, like help them, and this, and like I just for a quick example, like one of our clients is down on his luck, and he's going to be alone on Thanksgiving, and he's living in a hotel, and he has no food or anything, and my heart breaks for him. I've known him for many years. Because we used to have some groups there, some men's groups and different groups like that, and he was in one of my groups that I went to for probably 2 years at the beginning when I started going there, and he's still a patient there, and he comes in and for therapy and things like that, and it's been a transition moving from a patient to an employee, and I have to remember that I'm an employee there, and I can't get too emotionally involved with people, no matter how bad I feel or how much I want to help. I can do what I can do while I'm there, and I have to leave it there, but it's something that I need to work on, and I will, but so it was a little rough. We had a few incidents like that today that kind of got to me a little bit, but other than that, everything was good. I love it. I'm moving into my office, and it's exciting. So on the work side of things, everything is good. It really is. So but other than that, I don't really have much to report. That took up the bulk of my day, and then I got home, and I get to spend the rest of the evening with you, and that's what kept me going today, right? But anyway, so I did. I hope you had a good day today. Oh, another exciting thing. Our Christmas cards came today. I'm so excited. They look so cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but they have our pictures on it. They're so cool. I'm so excited. And just in time too, because we're getting Christmas cards in the mail, right? And they weren't here yet, and I get like all stressed out about that. But we are getting some. Oh, and if you send us a Christmas card, definitely put your return address on there so we can send you one back. Definitely. I love Christmas card exchanges. Maybe we'll hang them up on the backdrop or something. That'll be really cool. But anyway, why don't I stop yapping away and get right to the project at hand, okay? So like I said, we are in week 2 of our 6-week Christmas platter countdown. Last week, you'll remember we made the actual platter that doubled as a dry erase marker. I just happen to have a visual aid with me. There it is. This is what we made last week. It's a dry erase marker that doubles as a platter when we wrap it up with a really cute basket bag. And I wanted to revisit last week for 1 second, because when I told you about the backing, if you remember, we put brown craft paper on the back to make it real nice and neat, and I said to use double-sided tape, and I told you that you could get it at the dollar store, which you can. I'm going to take that back. Don't get it at the dollar store. Spend the extra $1 or $2 and get the good stuff, because the backing totally peeled off, especially with the weight of the magnets on it. It peeled off. So I'm like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? So I tested it out. I bought the Scotch brand permanent double-sided tape, and it works like a dream, all right? So don't get the dollar store double-sided tape. Just get the regular, like the good stuff, okay? Because it'll work better. If you don't want to do that, just if you go back to the video, you can also glue it on too. That's what I would suggest. So I just wanted to tell you that, because I was a little upset that like 4 days later the backing started to peel off. I was like, really? But it doesn't with this. So anyway, so I just wanted to tell you that. Anything else I wanted to tell you about? I think I told you everything. So, our Christmas platter countdown. Every week we're going to be making something new and different to put inside of our platter. There will be some baking involved, but in addition to that, we're going to be making some homemade crafty items too. And the end result will be a beautiful platter chock full of like baked goods and candies and little gifty items that you can give as a gift to someone. Personally, I'm making 20 of these this year, so I tried to keep everything fairly simple, fairly quick, but very, very nice to make too, and fun. You can't forget the fun part of it, right? So in addition to the weekly Mondays with Marc video, I'm also going to be doing a few express videos too that'll go along with it, because I put a lot of stuff into my platter and they just would not fit into 6 weeks into 6 videos, right? So so keep an eye out for some express videos coming out, and I'll tell you when they come out too. And in addition to that, I'll be posting on Facebook some additional projects too, and I'll tell you about that too, so you can go on Facebook and get a few more things to put in the platter. I can't wait to see how it all turns out. But I did get my whole schedule down, and I know what week we're doing what, and I'm all planned, because I was getting a little stressed about that too. When am I going to do it? What week? How am I going to do it? Blah, blah. But anyway, I got that all down too. So yeah, so keep an eye out on the regular Mondays with Marc video. Keep an eye out for some express videos, and keep an eye out on Facebook if you're following our Christmas platter countdown, okay? Yes. So today we're going to make pumpkin spice shea butter soaps, and they're going to be homemade, okay? And like I said, I haven't made homemade soap in many, many years, and I forgot how much fun it is to make some soaps. So I thought we would start with a fairly easy homemade soap, and we're going to do a pumpkin spice. And so just a quick little note about homemade soaps. You can get as involved and as difficult as you want, or as easy as you want. On the terms of, like, you know, easy, hard scale-o-meter, this one is fairly easy for homemade soaps. There's a bunch of different soap bases you can buy. We're using shea butter for ours tonight. You can also get cocoa butter. There's glycerin soaps, and then there's just plain like raw soap base that you can get, where you need to add your moisturizers, add your fragrances, add your antibacterial stuff and all that. I chose shea butter because it's one of my favorite soaps. That and cocoa butter, I think, are my absolute favorite soaps to use. And I am a bar soap user in the shower. I don't use body wash. I like bar soaps, and this is my ultimate favorite soap to use in the shower. I love it. The smell is just so great. So I will put some links in either on Facebook, or I'll probably put them in the comments below if you need to purchase any of these items and you don't know where to go or anything. Amazon had the best deal by far. I did research all last week to see what was the least expensive, and Amazon won, like, by far. So anyway, I'll give you the links for all that too if you're not familiar with soap making. It's super easy and super fun. Don't get intimidated by homemade soap, okay? So for this project, you're going to need shea butter soap base. It looks like this, and I got this on Amazon for $9 for 2 pounds. That's pretty cheap, and it makes a lot of soap. So you don't have to get the 2-pounder. I have to make a lot of it, so you can also get them in 1-pound packages too. You will need some soap dye, and I got this again on Amazon, and this was $3. So it's not, and you don't use food coloring. You want to use soap dye, because this particular dye, it won't come off on your skin or anything. Food coloring, it'll come off on your skin if you use it in a soap. I know some people use food coloring, but steer away from it, okay? And you will need regular pumpkin pie spice. Yep, just regular pumpkin pie spice. It's funny, a lot of people don't realize that you can put fresh herbs, you can put seasonings right in your soap base. I mean, it works great. You'll need some type of soap mold. For ours tonight, I'm using these. I got this at the dollar store, and they still have them now at 3 of the dollar stores that I checked out around me. But I'm going to also show you how you can make it without this particular mold. Or you can go on Amazon and just type in soap molds, and there are tons of different types that you can pick from. But if you want this exact one, check out your dollar store, or when you search on Amazon, type in pumpkin soap molds. All right. Silicone is the best, I feel. You'll need a microwave safe bowl, or yeah, a bowl, I guess, would be the best thing. Preferably with a little spout on it. This is my best friend. I have a couple of these. I use these for everything, for candle making, for soap making. Even when I made some candles, I used this too. So you want something that's safe in the microwave and that will melt and that you can pour from. That would be my suggestion. In addition to that, well, we'll talk about that when we make the soap, because I'll show you how I packaged it up at the end to make it look real cute, all right? So why don't we head over to the kitchen, because we need the microwave, all right? So let's go over, and I will see you once we get to the kitchen, all right? Okay, let's go. And we're back, and we're in the kitchen. Okay, so step one, we're going to take our shea butter base and take it out. Now, as you can see, I've already made some of these, so this whole thing is filled, and that's what it looks like. And it's nice and soft, and it's very easy to use. That's why I chose this base for this project, because it's fairly easy. Now, I mean, you need a cutting board or anything, but I just use scrap cardboard to do this. So what you want to do is to cut it up into chunks. Doesn't have to be even or anything. It's already scored. You could just do that. Yeah, give it a couple more cuts here. Just like that. And we're going to place it into our microwave safe bowl, preferably with a pour spout on it, like that. Now, we're going to have to take this and we're going to have to microwave it in 20-second intervals until it's completely melted. However, by the magic of TV, I have one ready. So let me grab it.
Isn't that magic?
It is magic. It should be ready to go. It is. It's still melted. So
how about that?
It'll melt all like that. It kind of looks like milk, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look like milk, like whole milk.
Yep. So you want to do that, like I said, on 20-second intervals until it's fully melted. Like you were melting chocolate in the microwave, something similar to that. Next, we're going to dye it. Now, we want a nice orange color, and it doesn't matter. This is your personal preference. It could be very, very light. It could be very, very dark, however you want to do it. And what I did was I did 4 drops of red, and I did 6 drops of yellow, and that's how I started out. It's not a science. You can just kind of guess. And then we're going to mix it up until you get the desired shade that you want. Now, I kind of know that I like this shade, so I know that that's going to work. And remember, when we add our pumpkin pie spice to it, it's going to darken it a tad bit more. All right, so I think that's a pretty good color. I like that color. All right, and now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. Now, the amount of the shea butter soap base that I use, the whole package is 2 pounds. I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again. So this is a ½ pound. So to a ½ pound, I add 1 tablespoon of the pumpkin pie spice right to it, just like that. And we're going to stir that in until it's all incorporated in. And it doesn't matter if there's little clumps or not. They'll all come out. It's fine. And you know, give it a little stir like that. And oh my gosh.
It looks good enough to eat.
It doesn't it? And it smells good too. It smells so good you don't want to eat it, but it does smell good. Actually, shea butter won't kill you if you eat it. It's not like eating glycerin.
Edible doesn't mean you should eat it, though.
Absolutely not. Anyway, so that's kind of what you want. Just like that. Okay?
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good, just like that. All right, you can see it already like drying on the spoon. I used a wooden spoon. You don't have to use a wooden spoon, but that's just what I prefer. All right, so now the pouring. I have my mold set up over here, and like I said, we're making little mini soaps. These are ice cube trays that I got at the dollar store. You can also find them on Amazon too, but you don't have to use these. Now, when we're pouring them, you want to pour it very slow as to not have them come up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'll show you when I'm done. Just like that. Okay? Now, don't worry if you over pour it, because I'm going to show you how to fix that too. So you just want to do that and repeat, 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 repeat with all of your molds. Now, if you want something, if you don't have these molds and you want to do something that you have in your house, you can use, these are applesauce containers, and I'm going to show you what they look like. They look really cool. Yogurt containers, they look fantastic. Same thing. All you do is pour it right in until the desired thickness. I wish I could get on the other side so you can see it. There we go there. We're starting to get solid here. Like that. Do this one too. And I do them about an inch thick or so, but you can do whatever you want. And that's how you make soap out of a yogurt container. So I'll show you what that looks like later. But anyway, again, by the magic of TV, I just happen to have some that are already set. Now these you should let sit at the very least a half hour to cool. I just filled mine up and I walked away and came back a couple hours later. But really, at least 30 minutes and it'll set real nice, okay? Now I'm showing you this because if you happen to over pour it, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. But these are perfect right here. You can literally pop these out just like that, and you have pumpkin spice soap. And these are little individual soaps that I'm going to package up together, like a few in a bag. And these will get you like, these are great for like travel, or if you want to put them out for the holidays in a nice little soap dish or something. You get 1 or 2 uses out of these. But you can also make bars or whatever, you know. But I'm just doing this because I think these are cute. Now, if you happen to do, we'll take this one out. So I overspilled it. Oh my lord, look at that. You could never give that to anybody, ever.
That looks like I made it.
Yes, yeah, it does. It does. You can just take your thumb, the nail on your thumb, and go like that and get the edge off just like that. It comes off very easy, just like that. Or you can get a paring knife and do the same thing. You can just carve right into it and make it nice and even if you want. So never fret. If you over pour it, it comes off very, very easily, okay? And then the finished results are these. Now, this is the soap that was made out of the applesauce container, and that was the soap that was made out of the yogurt container.
Oh, looks like a little bar of soap.
Yeah, doesn't it? Looks really, really cool. I like it a lot. And we'll bring this over here. Now, this is the finished product that I'm using for the platters. Okay, so to do that, I got these little cellophane treat bags. They are 4-inch by 6-inch treat bags. They're like $1 for like 200 of them. And I opened it up and I put some of this filling in it. And I'm not exactly sure what this stuff is called. I call it filler. I don't know what it's called. But you can get this at Office Max. You can get it at craft stores. You can make your own if you want to fold the paper and cut it up. If you're really, really homemade, you know. Take craft paper, fold it like a little fan, and then cut it with an X-Acto knife. But, you know. But anyway.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. So I just filled the bottom like that. And then I just put all of our little pumpkins in there, and I'm giving them 4 to each bag for our platters, for the sake of our platters in each one. I tied it together with a little bit of jute twine like this because, as you'll see as the weeks go on, we're going with like a theme like that, like natural. So it's a lot of like craft paper, burlap, jute twine to make the bows and stuff like that. And we're going to do that. And then I made these labels on the computer, and when I post this on Facebook, I'll do the free downloadable. You can print it yourself if you want. I'll make sure that I put this on Facebook if you want to use the exact same ones. And these ones were like in a round thing like that, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I just cut the top and the bottom, and I made the label look like that, and that's the finished product. And that's going to go into our platters.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So, again, this is our all of our finished stuff right here. And these ones here, you can do the same thing. You can put it in a bag and wrap it up, or you can just put a piece of burlap around it, whatever you'd like to do. So, anyway, that's our homemade pumpkin spice shea butter soap. Project number 2 for our Christmas platter countdown. And I wouldn't leave out the tag. I know you might think, I just won't put the label on it. But since we're putting this in a platter with cookies, we wouldn't want anybody to mistake these as cookies and eat them, right? So definitely put a little tag on there that says it's soap, okay? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little project. We're on week 2. Next week, the all-anticipated Christmas ornament. Yes, I make a Christmas ornament every year. This one's really, really cool. I can't wait. So definitely check back next Monday for the Christmas ornament. It's really cool. The week after that, we bake. Yes, we do. So anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody. Definitely check us out on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Send us a friend request. Check us out on Instagram, SmokeySteveAndMarc. As always, please like, comment, and definitely hit the subscribe. Please, 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 please. Thanks again, everybody. And remember, stay positive. We'll see you next time. Ciao!